Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Om. Vaheguru Ji Ka Fateh.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yo Antah Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuptam सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's session of Narayaneeyam, the most awaited scripture. We've been wanting to do this for so long. And on today's auspicious day of Vishu, Lord has kindly graced us and we are able to do this. Without His permission, without His grace, nothing can move. And we should ever remain in that gratitude that He has permitted us to take up such a beautiful text. Many of you are familiar with how we go about with a chanting class, and many of you have joined newly. So for the newcomers, like I'll be repeating a verse, you can volunteer and you could repeat after me. And only 2 volunteers would be selected and others would remain muted. But today, this is not going to be a regular class. Our regular class is on a Monday, 8 p.m. Singapore time. Today, we are just starting and keeping. And to keep the speed of the class on, we'll not take volunteers for the beginning. So Veenaji is going to help me. All of you will be keeping your mics mute, but chanting loudly, repeating. And after we learn the Dhyana Shlokas, that is the pattern which I've kept, that today we should complete Dhyana Shloka, enter the first dasakam and do only the first one mantra. And then after we finish learning, then you can volunteer. So please listen carefully and try to imbibe as much. We will be repeating it twice so that you can learn it, keep it in mind. And Dhyana Shlokas would be something which every class before we begin, we are going to chant. And again, learning from first dashaka, from Monday onwards, we will take it as usual. The text is very beautiful in many ways. It's written by Keralite named Melpatur Narayan Bhattatiri. And he was just 27 years old when he wrote this text. This text shows utmost Guru Bhakti Bhav, utmost devotion to the Lord, and conviction that Lord would help. This text also shows the rich Sanskrit. Those who are Sanskrit lovers would enjoy it. Those who don't know anything of Sanskrit also would also enjoy it, because you will be seeing how you have to twist the tongue to say such long verses. We are all used to Gita verse, Vishnu Sahasranam here and there, a little bit of Lalita Sahasranam. These are all Anushtup Chanda verses. So what is a Chandas? The meter in which the verse has to be chanted or can be fitted. So when we say Gita or the other two, the Sahasranamas, this is Anushtup Chanda, means in the 4 parts of a verse, in one quadrant, which we call Pada, there are only 8 syllables. So the whole verse has only 32 syllables. 8 plus 8, 16 in the first line, 8 plus 8, 16 in the second line. So it becomes very easy. Dharma kshetre, kuru kshetre, 8 syllables over. So we are used to, and we are able to, take our breath, and the words are simple. It gets easy. But Narayaneeyam, it's not like that. Narayaneeyam, approximately there are about 18 meters or 20 meters are there. Each meter has its own beauty and where to stop, how to do. And it is the genius, it's that scholarliness of Bhattatiriji that he has, according to the bhav that he wants to convey, he has kept the meter for that. Like for a Kalya Mardana, when nice jumping kind of a meter is there, Totaka meter is there. But when he comes to describe the Lord, he has taken the longest meter, like a Sraddhara meter, where in 1 quarter there are 21 syllables. Where is 8 syllable in a quarter and where is 21? So the beauty is those figures of speech, hyperbole, simile, metaphor, repetitions. These are very beautiful. And as you would chant, you would also automatically enjoy. This is one thing. Second thing, we should know why are we doing this? Okay, it's another class to be started on Vishu. So we have joined, then you will fall out very easily. You won't sustain the length of the class because there are 1036, 34, 1034 verses we have to learn. And each time the dasakam gets like a bigger, when the verses are bigger, and dasakam is shorter, you finish within few minutes when the syllables are less. So there is a lot of stamina needed, one thing. But you should have some goal. What did Bhattatari do? He was so Guru Bhakta, he took Guru's illness upon him. He could not tolerate his Guru's suffering of pain. And he begs to Lord that my Guru should not suffer in pain. You keep him healthy. You give his illness to me. And so be it. He got sick. Are we able to say this? We can cry if our child is sick, but do we say, oh, your illness, let it come to me? When actually, if the Lord has wanted, we don't dare that to say, or we might say, but when it is actually going to happen, we may not be prepared for such thing. But he was all prepared and he was just 27 when all this was happening. And then someone said, he says, start from the fish. So if you say start with the fish, he says, so perhaps for the illness, anybody can think, okay, you must start eating a fish or something. But from that grammarian, because he was a very high scholar, he understood that he got the message to do Lord's avatara starting from Matsya avatara. And then he was directed, he carried himself to Guruvayur. He sat over there and with God's every approval, God's every nod, the dasakams have come. And then when the 100th dasakam comes, Lord appears to him. Means couple of things. 8, 10 verses set as a dasakam. At the end of every dashakam, he says, oh Lord, you are like this, you are like this. His magnanimity he describes and then says, for you to take away my illness is not a big thing. Then again, he goes to another dashaka, probably he's describing his leelas. Oh, you did that, you killed that asura, you did this, something which is mind-boggling, which you cannot. So for you to take away my illness is not a big thing. So at the end of every dashaka, the last line is, so much things you have done to get my illness out is not a big thing for you. And then at the 100th dashaka, Lord appears. So means from this, what we are seeing, that by learning this, we can get pain-free. Pain need not always be a physical. Something can be pricking our mind also. And if our bhava and bhakti, and we are so tuned, and which develops, the bhakti and the devotion comes by doing this, Lord would appear. So we have to have that kind of a thing, that This is possible, this conviction should be. Oh, for Bhattatiri, it is possible. For me, no, I'm just reading. No, this would be possible if our conviction is there that by doing this, Lord is appearing. It cultivates our bhakti and it leads into that. Many people ask me, how many Anushthan you have done? So is Narayaneeyam Siddha for you to teach? For all those, I had one small thing. In Bhagavatam, when we learn, we get who is eligible to learn Bhagavatam. You don't have to be scholar. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to do any Purvangas, Purvanyasas, Purva study, nothing. You love God. You are eligible for Bhagavad learning, studying, chanting. Exactly same position if we take ourselves to the least of the status that we have not reached anywhere in life, only the age is progressing and we've all hit our half centuries probably. There are though few kids. But if that one little devotion is there, I think we are eligible to this, to learn this. Because Narayanam is nothing but Bhagavad in a condensed small form. So all those 18,000 verses of Bhagavad Mahapuran, all those verses, all that gist, we are getting in only 1,000 verses plus. So Narayanam doing is as good as doing Bhagavatam. In more, we can, what more we want? Means Lord wants us to study and we think, oh, it's not my capacity to do 18,000. Do a smaller version. And then that our little struggle to hold the meter, to hold the breath, all that little struggle that goes in that making, it creates not only the devotion, but it increases this conviction. And we find God at our help at every state. So start reading and you will see how nicely you are shielded and protected by God's grace. But today being just the initial class without taking much more interest. As we progress, probably I will speak more on the meters and all, but let us straight dive now into the Dhyana Shlokas, which I had already shared before. So Dhyana Shloka, we are going to chant each time. So eventually you will have to memorize it as well. Okay. Let us... So no need to unmute. Keep your mic muted and then chant it loudly. Okay, Veena, you are ready, right? Can go. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Narayaneeyam.
Narayaneeyam.
Dhyanam. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
As the bird is drinking the nectar, so let us begin to drink the nectar of his glories. We start with Ganesha's shlok. So first is for Namaskara to Lord Ganapati. Agajanana Padmarkam.
Agajanana Padmarkam. Agajanana Padmarkam.
Gajanana Maharnisham.
Gajanana Maharnisham. Gajanana Maharnisham.
Anekadantam Bhaktanam.
Anekadantam Bhaktanam. Anekadantam Bhaktanam.
Ekadantam Upasmahe.
Ekadantam Upasmahe. Ekadantam Upasmahe.
Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham.
Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham. Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham.
Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe.
Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe. Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe.
Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Verse?
I chanted.
Yeah, full verse, yes.
Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe. Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe. Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha.
Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadantam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe. Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Gurave Sarvalokanam
Gurave Sarvalokanam Gurave Sarvalokanam
Vishaje Bhavaroginam
Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam
Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam
Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam
Dakshinamurtaye Namaha.
Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Dakshinamurtaye Namaha.
Asmad Guru Charanarvindabhyam Namaha.
Asmad Guru Charanarvindabhyam Namaha. Asmad Guru Charanarvindabhyam Namaha.
You can go for the full verse.
Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Asmad Guru Charanarvindabhyam Namaha. Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Asmad Guru Charanarvindabhyam Namaha.
Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Asmad Guru Charanarvindabhyam Namaha. Jnananandamayam Devam
Jnananandamayam Devam Jnananandamayam Devam
Nirmalam Sphatikakritim
Nirmalam Sphatikakritim Nirmalam Sphatikakritim
Adharam Sarva Vidyanam
आधारं सर्वविद्यानां आधारं सर्वविद्यानां
हयग्रीवमुपास्महे
हयग्रीवमुपास्महे हयग्रीवमुपास्महे
श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः
श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः
ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
वरदे कामरूपिणि
वरदे कामरूपिणि वरदे कामरूपिणि
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः
श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः Over here, we don't break anywhere. We say the full line in one go. Uma komalahastabja sambhavitalatakam.
Uma komalahastabja sambhavitalatakam.
Sorry.
Uma komalahastabja sambhavitalatakam.
हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे
हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे
कुमारं पुष्करस्रजम्
कुमारं पुष्करस्रजं कुमारं पुष्करस्रजम्
वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनक्क हर हरो हर
वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनुक्कु हर हरो हरा वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनुक्कु हर हरो हरा उमा कोमलहस्ताब्ज सम्भावितललाटकम् हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे कुमारं पुष्करस्रजम् वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनुक्कु हर हरो हरा उमा कोमलहस्ताब्ज सम्भावितललाटकम् हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे कुमारं पुष्करस्रजं वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनुक्कु हर हरो हर वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनुक्कु हर हरो हरा
उमा कोमलहस्ताब्ज सम्भावितललाटकम् हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे कुमारं पुष्करस्रजम् वेट्रिवेल् मुरुगनक्क हर हरो हर भूतनाथ सदानन्द सर्वभूतदयापर
भूतनाथ सदानन्द सर्वभूतदयापर भूतनाथ सदानन्द सर्वभूतदयापर
रक्ष रक्ष महाबाहो शास्त्रे तुभ्यं नमो नमः
रक्ष रक्ष महाबाहो शास्त्रे तुभ्यं नमो नमः रक्ष रक्ष महाबाहो शास्त्रे तुभ्यं नमो नमः
स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा
स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा भूतनाथ सदानन्द सर्वभूतदयापर रक्ष रक्ष महाबाहो शास्त्रे तुभ्यं नमो नमः स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा भूतनाथ सदानन्द सर्वभूतदयापर रक्ष रक्ष महाबाहो शास्त्रे तुभ्यं नमो नमः स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा
There's no reason for that Sadananda's the to be halanta, so that's a typo over there. Bhutanath Sadananda Sarva Bhuta Dayapara Raksha Raksha Mahabaho Shastre Tubhyan Namo Namaha Swamiye Sharanamayyappa Komalankujanam Vedam
पूजय
sorry Komalankujanam Vedam.
It's Kujayan Venu.
Oh, year is there, huh? And did I say first year, huh? And then Komalankujayan Vedam.
Komalankujayan Venum Komalankujayan Venum.
I'm having Kujanam only.
Okay,
So,
the English is
Kujayan
Kujayan.
Kujanam.
Kujayan in this.
Okay.
Whatever.
So Kujayan, Kujanan, both would be okay, acceptable. Komalankujanam Vedam Shamaloyam Kumarakaha.
Komalankujanau Venu Shyamaloyam Kumarakaha. Komalankujanau Venu Shyamaloyam Kumarakaha.
Veda Vedyam Param Brahma Hasatam Purato Mama.
Veda Vedyam Param Brahma Bhasatam Purato Mama. Veda Vedyam Param Brahma Bhasatam Purato Mama. Komalankujanau Venum Shyamaloyam Kumarakaha. Veda Vedyam Param Brahma Bhasatam Purato Mama. Komalankujanau Venum Shyamaloyam Kumarakaha. Veda Vedyam Param Brahma Bhasatam Purato Mama.
Komalankujanam Venu Shamaloyam Kumarakaha. Veda Vedyam Param Brahma Bhasatam Purato Mama. Now next verse, it's quite a big verse. We'll try to break it, see wherever in appropriate way. Sayankale Vanante.
Sayankale Vanante. Sayankale Vanante.
Kusumita samaye.
Kusumita samaye. Kusumita samaye.
Saikate chandrikaya.
Saikate chandrikayam. Saikate chandrikayam.
Trailokyakarshanaangam.
Trailokyakarshanaangam. Trailokyakarshanaangam.
Suravaraгаnika.
Suravaraгаnika. Suravaraгаnika.
Mohanapangamurtim.
Mohanapangamurtim. Mohanapangamurtim.
Sevyam shrungara bhavaihi. The rekha, we break the rekha and we give the anuswara. Sorry, when I'm taking the pen, the slight change. Sorry. So this rekha, when it goes, visarga comes. So shrungara bhavaihi. Same thing, navarasa bharitaihi. This rekha will go and we will get visarga. Okay. Sevyam shrungara bhavaihi.
Sevyam shrungara bhavaihi. Sevyam shrungara bhavaihi.
Navarasa bharitaihi.
Navarasa bharitaihi. Navarasa bharitaihi.
Gopakanya sahasraihi.
Gopakanya sahasraihi. Gopakanya sahasraihi.
Vandeham vrasakeli ratamati subhagam.
Vandeham rasakeli ratamati subhagam. Vandeham rasakeli ratamati subhagam.
Asya gopala krishnam.
Asya gopala krishnam. Pashya gopala krishnam.
So when we are going to see the first verse of the first dasakam today, it is going to have a same meter. So this meter is called as Sraddhara meter and it breaks at 7. In first pada, we'll have 7 plus 7 plus 7. Like that, we will have 21 in the first pada, 21 in the second 42, and then another 21 and 21, another 42. So 84 syllables. So we are used to here 8 and 8, 16, right? So we have 21 and 32, so 84. So see, sa, yam, 1, 2, kale, 3, 4, va, nante, 5, 6, 7. Ku, su, mi, ta, 1, 2, 3, 4. Samaye, 5, 6, 7. Saikate, 1, 2, 3. Chandri, 4, 5. Kaya, 6, 7. So like that is the break of this. But when we come towards the last, sometimes there will be a samastapada. It is not a sandhi where we can break. So there we have chanted all the 14 together. Vandeham rasa keli ratamati subhagam. 14. And then the 7 we took separate. Pashya, 1, 2. Gopala, 5, 3, 4, 5. Krishnam, 6. Half alphabets are not counted. They are taken as 1. So we just got introduced in the Dhyana Shloka itself, how the scripture is going to unfold so beautifully. We can enjoy these chandas. So we'll start again. We had broken at 7 and 7. So now we will take the whole 21. Sayankale vanante kusumita samaye saikate chandrikaya.
Sayankale vanante kusumita samaye saikate chandrikayam.
Sorry.
Sayankale vanante kusumita samaye saikate chandrikayam.
त्रैलोक्याकर्षणाङ्गं सुरवरगणिका मोहनापाङ्गमूर्तिम्
त्रैलोक्याकर्षणाङ्गं सुरवरगणिका मोहनापाङ्गमूर्तिम् त्रैलोक्याकर्षणाङ्गं सुरवरगणिका मोहनापाङ्गमूर्तिम्
सेव्यं शृङ्गारभावैः नवरसभरितैः गोपकन्यासहस्रैः
सेव्यं शृङ्गारभावैः नवरसभरितैः गोपकन्यासहस्रैः सेव्यं शृङ्गारभावैः नवरसभरितैः गोपकन्यासहस्रैः
वन्देऽहं रासकेलीरतमतिसुभगं पश्य गोपालकृष्णम्
वन्देऽहं रासकेलीरतमतिसुभगं पश्य गोपालकृष्णम् वन्देऽहं रासकेलीरतमतिसुभगं पश्य गोपालकृष्णम् सायङ्काले वनान्ते सायङ्काले वनान्ते कुसुमितसमये सैकते चन्द्रिकायां त्रैलोक्याकर्षणाङ्गं सुरवरगणिका मोहनापाङ्गमूर्तिम् सेव्यं शृङ्गारभावैः नवरसभरितैः गोपकन्यासहस्रैः वन्देऽहं रासकेलीरतमतिसुभगं पश्य गोपालकृष्णम् सायङ्काले वनान्ते कुसुमितसमये सैकते चन्द्रिकायां त्रैलोक्याकर्षणाङ्गं सुरवरगणिका मोहनापाङ्गमूर्तिम् सेव्यं शृङ्गारभावैः नवरसभरितैः गोपकन्यासहस्रैः वन्देऽहं रासकेलीरतमतिसुभगं पश्य गोपालकृष्णम्
So we have circled over there for Rasakeli, Dirgha Ikara, Ratamati, Rasva Ikara. So we have to extend our voice or cut short depending upon the matra and not upon the tune. So remember this, there are so many chanting rules which we will gradually see, but today's day we'll just try to complete the Dhyana Shloka. But just want to put your attention that how you have to grasp when we are chanting. सायङ्काले वनान्ते कुसुमितसमये सैकते चन्द्रिकाया त्रैलोक्याकर्षणाङ्गं सुरवरगणिका मोहनापाङ्गमूर्तिम् सेव्यं शृङ्गारभावैः नवरसभरितैः गोपकन्यासहस्रैः वन्देऽहं रासकेलीरतमतिसुभगं पश्य गोपालकृष्णम् स केलीरतमतिसुभ ली. That was it. So the dirgha rasva we will have to be mindful. Let's go. So similar one. Anilashlakšnakesham.
आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं
ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं मन्दहास Syandar dar, there is a repha on the and then dra is also there. Syandardram kaustubhashri
स्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री स्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री
परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम्
परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम् परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम्
श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं
श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं
मृदुलस्वदुदरम्
मृदुलसदुदरं मृदुलसदुदरं
काञ्चनच्छायचेलम्
काञ्चनच्छायचेलं काञ्चनच्छायचेलं
चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदम्
चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदं चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदं
भावयेऽहं भवन्तम्
भावयेऽहं भवन्तं भावयेऽहं भवन्तम्
आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं ज्वलितमकरसत्कुण्डलं मन्दहासस्यन्दाद्रम्. We have to do like that, but now we are breaking at mandahasa. After that, there is no pause. So Sendadra we have to start immediately, but for the line we will break now at mandahasa. Anilashlekshnakesham jwalitamakarasaत्कुण्डलं mandahasa
आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं मन्दहास आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं मन्दहास
स्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम्
स्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम् स्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम्
श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं मृदुलसदुदरं काञ्चनच्छायचेलम्. There is one half ch that is missing. So kanchanachaya, one ch is missing. So that's why we are doing natchaya over there. One stress is there.
श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं मृदुलसदुदरं काञ्चनच्छायचेलम् श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं मृदुलसदुदरं काञ्चनच्छायचेलम्
चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदं भावयेऽहं भवन्तम्
चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदं भावयेऽहं भवन्तम् चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदं भावयेऽहं भवन्तम् आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं. Should I say the two lines together or split after
Yes,
the?
no. Together. Mandahasat Syandadram.
आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं मन्दहासस्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम् श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं मृदुलसदुदरं काञ्चनच्छायचेलम् चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदं भावयेऽहं भवन्तम् आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशं ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं मन्दहासस्यन्दार्द्रं कौस्तुभश्री परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम् श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं Srivatsangam subahum mridula sadudaram Kanchana chayachenam Charu snigdhorumambhoruhalalita padam Bhavayeham bhavantam.
आनीलश्लक्ष्णकेशञ्ज्वलितमकरसत् कुण्डलं मन्दहासस्यन्दाद्रं कौस्तुभश्री परिगतवनमालोरुहाराभिरामम् श्रीवत्साङ्गं सुबाहुं मृदुलसदुदरं काञ्चनच्छायचेलम् चारुस्निग्धोरुमम्भोरुहललितपदम् भावयेऽहं भवन्तम्. So we have to say this 3 times. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva.
सदा सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंदा
सदा सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंदा
मोक्षाब्धिसारमय भागवताख्य दध्नो
मोक्षाब्धिसारमय भागवताख्य दध्नो
नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गृहीत्वा
नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गृहीत्वा नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गृहीत्वा
मायामयोग परितप्त जनाय योगात्
is it Mayoga or Maya Mayauga?
Mayamayogha. Sorry, there is a mistake.
The English is okay.
मायामयौघ परितप्त जनाय योगात्
मायामयौघ परितप्त जनाय योगात् मायामयौघ परितप्त जनाय योगात्
नारायणा अवनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै
नारायणा अवनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै नारायणा अवनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै मोक्षाब्धिसारमय भागवताख्य दध्नो नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गृहीत्वा मायामयौघ परितप्त जनाय योगात् नारायणा अवनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै मोक्षाब्धिसारमय भागवताख्य दध्नो नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गृहीत्वा मायामयौघ परितप्त जनाय योगात् नारायणा अवनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै
मोक्षाब्धिसारमय भागवताख्य दध्नो नारायणीय नवनीतमहो गृहीत्वा मायामयौघ परितप्त जनाय योगात् नारायणावनिसुराय नमोऽस्तु तस्मै. Over here we should have after Sada Sarvatra Govinda we should say Narayana Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste, right? There is?
It is not there, but we can say.
Okay, it's not there. Okay, then it is not there. Okay, fine. I suddenly when that Narayana came. Ganga Gita cha Gayatri api cha Tulasika.
Ganga Gita cha Gayatryapi cha Tulasika. Ganga Gita cha Gayatryapi Ganga Gita cha Gayatryapi cha Tulasika.
So Gayatri api, there is a sandhi, so it will become Triya. So Gayatri api cha, that should be there. Gopika Chandanantat.
Gopika Chandanantat. Gopika Chandanantat.
Salagramaabhipuja Parapurusha tathai नाम वर्णाः.
Salagramaabhipuja Parapurusha tathai नाम वर्णाः. Salagramaabhipuja Parapurusha tathai नाम वर्णाः.
Tatha plus ekadashi will become tathai. So again, A will not come. That's why I had said we need printout. There will be typos and we need to correct it. Varna. Ha is not the word. It is a visarga. Varnaha. Sa. Etanya. Over there also there is a sandhi. Ni and O is coming. So this is going to become nya. Etanyashtapi yatnanyaikalli samaye. Samaye, not samaye.
Etanyashtaapyayatnanyaikalli samaye.
Yatnanyapi.
Also.
Yatnanyapi. So there is also. Etanyashtapi yatnanyapi kalli samaye.
Api and ya. Apya.
Etanyashtapyatnani. Yeah. E and O is there. So this will become pure.
Etanyashtaapyayatnanyaikalli samaye. Ai or api? Sapi.
Api.
Etanyashtaapyayatnanyapi kalli samaye. Etanyashtaapyayatnanyapi kalli samaye.
Tvatprasada pravruddhya.
Tvatprasada pravruddhya. Tvatprasada pravruddhya.
Kripram mukti pradhanithyabhidhaturshayah teshu mam sajjayetaha.
Kshipram mukti pradanityabhidadhurshayah teshu mam sajjayetha. Kshipram mukti pradanityabhidadhurshayah teshu mam sajjayetha.
Rushayas teshu also we can do. We can clear off this and rushayas teshu. We can join so. Sajjayet ha. I hope all of you are correcting along with us. Kshipram mukti pradanityabhidadhurshayas teshu mam sajjayetha. Rushayasteshu mam sajjayetha. Okay, go ahead.
Full verse or Kshipram? Last line.
Okay, we'll do Shipram again because there are a lot of corrections.
Yeah. Kshipram mukti pradhani tyabhidadhurshayas.
We'll do da over there.
It's da, is it?
Pradhani tyabhida.
Kshipram mukti pradani tyabhidadhurshayasteshu mam sajjayetaha. 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 Kshipram
Ganga Gita च गायत्र्यपि च तुलसिका गोपिका चन्दनन्त
Ganga Gita च गायत्र्यपि च तुलसिका गोपिका चन्दनन्त
कालग्रामाभिपूजा परपुरुष तथैकादशी नाम वर्णाः
सालग्रामाभिपूजा परपुरुष तथैकादशी नाम वर्णाः सालग्रामाभिपूजा परपुरुष तथैकादशी नाम वर्णाः
एतान्यष्टाप्ययत्नान्यपि कलिसमये त्वत्प्रसादप्रवृद्धा
एतान्यष्टाप्ययत्नान्यपि कलिसमये त्वत्प्रसादप्रवृद्ध्या एतान्यष्टाप्ययत्नान्यपि कलिसमये त्वत्प्रसादप्रवृद्ध्या
क्षिप्रं मुक्तिप्रदानीत्यभिदधुर्षयस्तेषु मां सज्जयेत्थाः
क्षिप्रं मुक्तिप्रदानीत्यभिदधु क्षिप्रं मुक्तिप्रदानीत्यभिदधुर्षयस्तेषु मां सज्जयेथाः क्षिप्रं मुक्तिप्रदानीत्यभिदधुर्षयस्तेषु मां सज्जयेथाः गंगा गीता च गायत्र्यपि च तुलसिका गोपिका चन्दनन्त सालग्रामाभिपूजा परपुरुष तथैकादशी नाम वर्णाः एतान्यष्टाप्ययत्नान्यपि कलिसमये त्वत्प्रसादप्रवृद्ध्या क्षिप्रं मुक्तिप्रदानीत्यभिदधुर्षयस्तेषु मां सज्जयेथाः
गंगा गीता च गायत्र्यपि च तुलसिका गोपिका चन्दनन्त सालग्रामाभिपूजा परपुरुष तथैकादशी नाम वर्णाः एतान्यष्टाप्ययत्नान्यपि कलिसमये त्वत्प्रसादप्रवृद्ध्या क्षिप्रं मुक्तिप्रदानीत्यभिदधुर्षयस्तेषु मां सज्जयेथाः Concluding, हरये नमः गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा
हरे नमः गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा
श्री पोन्नुगुरुवायुरप्पने शरणं
श्री पोन्नुगुरुवायुरप्पने शरणम्
आनन्दचिन्मयने शरणं
आनन्दचिन्मयने शरणम्
चोटानिकर भगवति अम्मये शरणं
चोटानिक्कर भगवति अम्मये शरणम्
नारायण अखिल गुरो भगवन् नमस्ते
नारायण अखिल गुरो भगवन् नमस्ते.
So now we have completed just the formality of doing the Dhyana Shloka. We'll be doing it many more times. So even if you have not got anything, find it difficult, let it be there. Don't dwell on those kind of feelings. We are just beginning. So it is just the day one. We'll be doing it many more times. Now, just for the sake of this auspicious day, we should utilize and flow. And that's why we are starting the first dasaka. And the first shloka only we'll do for a formality. And this dasakam is in Sraddhara meter and it is depicting Bhagavan's Mahima. So the chapter name is Bhagavan Mahimanu Varnanam. That means his glories are going to get described. Beautiful first verse. where it says that people in Guruvayur are so lucky, they have him directly over there. Means Guruvayurappan is personified that you've got Krishna. Those who have seen darshan of Guruvayur means you have seen Krishna. It is that is the glory of the kshetra. We'll talk about kshetra mahatmyam and all some other time. Today we'll just, for the sake, complete the verse. Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam
Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam. Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam.
We are going to pause over here, but there is no pause. Kaladeshavadhibhyam.
Kaladeshavadhibhyam. Kaladeshavadhibhyam.
Nirmuktan nityamuktan nigamashatasahasrena.
Nirmuktan nityamuktan nigamashatasahasrena. Nirmuktan nityamuktan nigamashatasahasrena.
Nirbhasyamanam.
Nirbhasyamanam. Nirbhasyamanam.
Aspashtan drishtamatre.
Aspashtan drishtamatre. Aspashtan drishtamatre.
Punaruru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam.
Punaruru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam. Punaruru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam.
Tavat bhati sakshat.
Tattavat bhati sakshat. Tattavat bhati sakshat.
Guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjanana.
Guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjananam. Guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjananam.
Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam kaladeshavadibhya nirmuktan. Then we will continue.
Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam kaladeshavadibhya nirmuktam.
Nityamuktan nigamashatasahasrena nirbhasyamanam.
Nityamuktan nigamashatasahasrena nirbhasyamanam.
Aspashtan drishtamatre punaruru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam.
Aspashtan drishtamatre punaruru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam.
Tattavad bhati sakshat guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjanana.
Tattavat bhati sakshat guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjananam. Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam kaladeshavadhibhya nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamashatasahasrena nirbhasyamanam. Aspashtan drishtamatre punaruru purusharthatmakam brahmatattvam. Tattavat bhati sakshat Guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjananam.
Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam kaladeshavadhibhya nirmuktan nityamuktan nigamashatasahasrena निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् सदा सर्वत्र गोविन्द नाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्द गोविन्द नारायण अखिल गुरो भगवन् नमस्ते. So with his grace we could commence this journey. There are certain things like why we do, like now I said kala desha vadibhyam, why I didn't stop and put nirmuktan nityam. So kala and desha, the time and the space, who is nirmukta, who is beyond kala, and the time and the space doesn't hold on him. He's beyond time and space. So this nirmukta is with kala desha vadhyam. So we will change the meaning if we pause anywhere. So not many schools teach like this, but in this class, though we will have a little difficulty initially, but it's okay to undergo the difficulty initially, but hold that breath to get into the meaning and then do. I'm not going to do meanings in the class because the class will then go for many, many years. Because each verse now you saw to do just few Dhyana Shlokas, and this one verse, it took so long. So idea is we should get first acquainted with the pronunciation. This was the earlier method. And earlier it was even one more step ahead, that you first learn the pronunciation, then you memorize it without knowing the meaning. And then once you have chewed, then you go to the Guru, and then Guru tells the meaning or it unfolds to you. But now we are not planning to memorize these 1,000 verses and all. Something one will come, like Dhyana Shloka, it's good to memorize. The first verse, at least we should know the Sandrava. So till our next class, you chew on it. It is only day after tomorrow, that is Monday, 8 p.m. I'm not expecting you to memorize by Monday, but the following Monday, some verses as per your capacity. You want to pick up the Sraddhara meter and go ahead with that. That is the first verse. You please go. Or at least Ganapati Shloka or some Saraswati Shloka. Something as per your capacity. Identify that and memorize. You can't say, oh, I don't have any capacity to memorize. That I don't believe. There is a capacity, and choose, identify that and get into some Dhyana Shloka or directly into the Dasaka. Not by day after tomorrow's Monday, the Monday after that. That much we should give time to read. And I had also shared a link of first step Narayaneeyam, where you can read the meaning. And I was also insisting that if you get S.N. Shastri's book, that is best. Those who are in Singapore, many of you have contacted me and got it. I've got still few more copies left, maybe 3 or 4. But otherwise, you please have to order it in Singapore. And maybe the next order through Chinmay Mission would go only in June, July, maybe that time. But those who can't wait, why to get a copy means, and not to go a digital, you bring Krishna alive in that book. You start building the relationship. It remains no more a book. And in Bhagavata's shloka in Mahatma, we saw that verse where Bhagavatam book is not a book. Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. So your Narayanam copy is Krishna himself. So I would insist that you get a Narayanam copy. And many times what happens, like Kala Desha Vadibhyam, you can put a hyphen over there. But it is not a pause. Kala Desha Vadibhyam Nirmukta. He is free from the time and space. It is not bound. So something like this will come. Or we had so many typos in that verse. Gha becomes ga sometimes. Visarga is becoming her sometimes. Then we should not have that impression. Our copy we should start correcting. And once we do some 30-40 dashakam, now what we learned in first corrections, we will not remember. We don't have that great memory. But if we start seeing what we have marked again and again, then we will remember. But if we go digital, we can remember it for maybe one class, next class. And when we finish revision of that first dashakam and we move on to second, then move on to third, first is forgotten. This is what the norm is seen. Or sometimes your stamina finishes and you only leave the class. So first and all, we have just begun. So please do not leave the class. However difficult you feel, send me. I'm just one WhatsApp text away. We will find a solution to make it easy. But stay on the class. Stay that is a tapas. That come what may, and you attend the class. There would be guest at home, sit with the guest in the class. Huh? You might have some fever. Okay, stay in mute, stay without a video, but stay in class. The mind will be throwing lot of excuses. Huh? Best friends, birthday party, wedding anniversary, something will come. And all these things will happen only on a Monday evening at 8 p.m. This you all start noticing. Unless then the Lord is testing that, okay, your conviction is there. Okay, then he makes move, then he brings no trouble on Monday. It pushes automatically, it falls. But initially, you will find all such circumstances happening only on a Monday evening. But if you persevere that, you will find miracles happening. You will not miss a class, and the class will go also smoothly. And it's not on me, it's on all our sankalpas, that united mind that is making it. It's not an individual, and then his grace is going to descend. So please don't give up easily. And why I'm saying this? Because I'm having this experience. In the initial class, I'll see a very good number. And then slowly that number diminishes. So we don't want like that. All this thing I'm saying in beforehand, so that we will find ourselves in that situation. We'll have to come out of it somehow. So it's our first day one over. Welcoming all the feedbacks, whether it's good, bad, you want in which way, please feel free, because this is our class. Each one has their own mental texture, and we should be able to cater all that. Okay, so with the prayers, we'll end today's session. Keep your spine straight. Oh, no, before that, what I had committed, I didn't fulfill. Anybody wants to volunteer to chant and show few verses? Because I just got in hurry because 10:15 it was already past. So, but we said that those who want to chant will get a chance to. Anybody wants to do now, or you want to do on Monday? I see one hand, Hamsanandini. Hamsanandini, which verse you want to chant? First verse.
Santrananda. That one I will try, Guruji.
Okay, go ahead. Anybody wants to? Monday. Okay, somebody is saying Monday. Fair enough. Okay, then Hamsanandini, we'll just do only one, and then we will go for Monday.
Okay, Guruji, I'll try.
Otherwise, you can practice and okay, try. Fine.
Santranandavabodhatmakam anupamitam kaladesavadibhyam nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamasada sahasrena nirbhasyamanam ashpashtam drishtamatre punaruru purushatatmakam brahmatattvam tattavat Hadi Shakshad Guru Puvanavare Andabhagyam Jananam.
For first day one, this is fine. But lot of Alpa Prana, Mahaprana mixture is happening. Sa is becoming Shakara. Sha is becoming Sakara. So we need to correct, but we'll do that on Monday. Because
Okay.
I'm very eager to go to my sweetheart. Yes, Sharanya. It is you, my priority. Where are you? You can start.
Auntie, can you help in the verse of the first dasakam?
Okay, Sandrananda, you want that one?
Yes, Auntie, the tune.
Okay. Sandranandavabodhatmakam.
Sandrananda prabodhatma
Makam, only this much. You repeat just half. Don't go ahead. And bo, not bho. Sandranandavabodhatmakam.
Sandrananda prabodhatmakam.
Very good. Anupamitam.
Anupamitam.
Kaladeshavadhibhyam.
Kaladeshavadhibhyam.
But there is no pause, Nirmuktam is the pause. But for you now. Nirmuktam nityamuktam.
Nirmuktam nityamuktam.
Nigamashata sahasrena.
Nigamashat sahasrena.
Nirbhasyamanam.
Nirbhasyamanam.
Aspashtam drishtamatre.
Aspashtam drishtamatre.
Punaruru purusharthatmakam.
Punaruru purusharthatmakam.
Brahma tattvam.
Brahma tattvam.
Tattavad bhati sakshat.
Tattvadbhati sakshat.
Tavad bhati. Tattavad bhati sakshat.
Tattvadbhati sakshat.
Guru pavanapure.
Guru pavanapure.
Anta bhagyanjanana.
Hanta bhagyam jananam.
So I'll be sending the recording anyways. Now you are getting, and the class won't be so fast. Today it was just the sankalp of the day, so we have done so many verses. But we are going to go slow. There will be volunteer. There will be time for taking doubts. Everything will be there. Okay. So whatever are your suggestions, please don't hesitate to WhatsApp me. I'll gladly take that. Venkatesh ji, yes, you can quickly chant
Auntie,
and then we will. Yes, my dear.
Auntie, do we have audio correction, Auntie?
No, my dear. If I take audio corrections, this time the group is more than 150 people. So I will not have time. But you are exceptional, you know. So for all others who don't know, children in this class get priority. So all the kids will get special attention. All the kids can send me their audios. They can ask me questions. They can take time in the class to clear because somehow they are my weaknesses. But what happens while talking and doing with the kids, adults automatically learn because many adults are shy, they'll not volunteer. Then slowly things will come up. Okay, fair enough. So you can send for me if you have any doubts, Sharanya. Okay. And all the parents who have kids, if you are sitting in the class with kids, then in the volunteering, you get priority to chant. After kids complete their turn, then the adults get the chance. So it's good. If you have children, sit with children. Your chance for volunteer will also be there. Okay. Have I cleared everything
Thank
for
you,
you?
Auntie, for clearing my doubt, Auntie. Hari Om.
Hari Om, sweetheart. Bless you. Venkatesh ji, quickly chant. So it's 10:30 already.
Sandranandavabodhatmakam anupamitam kaladeshavadibhyan nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamashata sahasrena nirbhasyamanam aspashtam drishtamatre punaruru purusharthatmakam Brahma
Mahaprana.
Purusharthatmakam Brahma Tattvam Tattavad Bhati Sakshat Guru Pavanapure Anta Bhagyanjananam.
Wow, excellent. Claps. Excellent. Well done. Day one. So for those who are not aware of Venkatesh ji, he was in the Devanagari script class and he follows now from the Devanagari book that he is reading. Otherwise, he was not knowing how to read Devanagari. So yes, so we all can have different stages and every stage would get attention. You all have to just interact with me so that I know how the background is and we will cater that. Okay. Excellent. Now let's go for the closing prayers. Keep your spine straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. Oh. Om. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Hari Om everyone. See you all day after tomorrow at 8 p.m. Singapore time. Hari
Thank
Om.
you.
Hari Om
Thank you,
Varshaji.
Hari Om.
Varshaji.
Hari Om Varshanti.
Thank you, Marshaji. Thank you.
Hari Om. Jai.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Varshanti.
Hari Om, my darling.
Hari Om.
Rest well.
Hari Om Varshaji.
Hari Om ji.
Hari Om Vashanti.
Hey,
Hari Om. Thank you,
why
Marshaji.
you didn't
Thank
volunteer?
you. Thank you, Varshaji.
You
Thank
should
you.
not hesitate to raise your hand. You should do it.
When he
All
was next
kids.
to me, I came after some class had, and then I came. Dhwani was there, and then sitting, and then she told that that you are not that you don't volunteer, or else I actually I wanted to volunteer, but then she was
Okay, so from Monday onwards, ask Dhwani also to volunteer. She can't just say that you shouldn't. She should also volunteer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hari Om, everyone.
Thank you, Varshaji. Hari Om.
You see, Hari Om, see.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Which temple are you now in?
Guruvayur.
Ah, there we go. Show yourself. Come on. Where is the background? Come on. Lucky I have
Yeah, Amma
asked
is in the
now.
background.
1 minute. I have to spotlight you, not like that. Wait. Where are you?
You come.
1 minute.
But chale karo.
Huh. Come on. This is miracle. Oh my God.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is the temple. We are here.
What a darshan for a Vishu to get that campus darshan itself. It's enough. My God, it's as good as Krishna. Amazing. Thanks to you.
Thank you, Amma.
Amazing.
It's all your blessing. That's it.
How me? It's his kripa, not me. Don't add me into this insignificant me. Amazing. This is
By end of
amazing.
class, we reached here. Actually, background noise is there, Ma. Sorry.
You can even hear the announcement at the temple.
Yes. All these sounds are Shardaji for us very precious. Anything, a dust of Guruvayur is also Krishna only.
One
So,
more time.
Pada. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shardaji. Thank you.
Amma.
You made this class one very successful thing. This is that
Thank you.
blessing of God descending in the classes like this.
Yes,
Kappa.
yes. For all of us, it is actually.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for being his conduit. Amazing.
Thank you, Amma.
Thank you. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Unbelievable this is. Appa. Hari Om ji. Hari Om. My God. Appa. Hari Om.
That bell goes before the announcement, the ting tong.
And that crowd and those pillars and that anything is him only over there, everything. And what a way to get his blessing. Our classes blessed.
Venkateshji is gone, is it? Okay.
Amazing he did, right?
Too good.
Too good.
You better log in to the next one. They'll all be waiting. Hari Om.
Oh yeah, we have the Gita. I forgot now. Come on, we have to do it. Okay, I'm ending this meeting. We have to do for the daily Gita. Hari Om ji, Hari Om.
Hari Om Varshaji. Thank you.
Hari Om ji, Hari Om.
Hari Om Varsha ji. Thank you so much.
Hari Om ji. Thank you, ji.
Hari Om Varsha ji. Thank you.
Hari Om ji. I'm
Hari
ending the
Om
session now.
Ji. Thank
Hari Om
you.
ji. Yes. Thank you, ji. Thank you. Thank you, Lakshmi teacher. Shanti Lakshmi ji.